Popping some bluegills real quick. May use a couple this morning, may use them tonight. Either way, it's time for that hot Tennessee River catfish bite. I tried for 45 minutes to catch a dag-blasted bluegill at the dock, and I'm thinking, you know what? There's 5,000 people that throw a worm right here every week. Chances of catching a bluegill are slim to none, and if you got one, he wouldn't be 2 inches long, because as soon as they get big enough to eat a hook over there, they're gone. So I figured I'd pull over here, this little rock point. I got plenty of cut bait, and so initial plan is to anchor down for the first part of the morning bite, and then I'm gonna drag baits once the heat of the day comes on up in here. There's a little brush pile right in front of me here. There we go. Woo! These bluegill are stupid, man. I mean, this water's fairly clear. I'm looking at them, they're looking at me. I'm throwing a worm to them and they're eating it. If they want to be stupid, I'll use them. Thank you, Mr. Bluegill. Most of my fishing's going to be cut baiting this morning. I thought I'd throw a live bait out on a float just for fun, though, for a little bit. Went to the dam last night. Filled the cooler up with fresh skipjack. It's that time of year. I'm telling you, they're stupid. Right next to the boat. I'm looking at them, and they looking at me. Hey, it is what it is. Let's go find a spot that looks like it could produce a flathead or a blue. See which one will chew. Just gonna be throwing baits on the bottom, no float or nothing. I'm in 8 foot of water, way up a cove. I'm gonna throw out a live bluegill on a float. Sometimes this produces, sometimes it don't. But it's fun when it does. The time is 10:51. So I'm gonna give this probably an hour and a half here. That's the tail end of the morning bite. And when the heat of the day kicks in, which it's not gonna be that hot, it's gonna get up around 70. The wind's also gonna pick up. I believe that'll be a good time to start dragging baits. I usually do these live bluegills on floats end of March through April, just for a change, just for something different. I like seeing that float go down a few times a year. Woo! Oh shit! Woo! Something's on that float already, man. Here we go. It didn't sit out there a minute. It ain't no flathead. Old blue cat found it. Oh, there's a bite. There's a bite on the middle rod. There's a bite on the middle rod. Guess them fish are moving in here. Looks like they're starting to move in. Woo! Springtime catfish in Tennessee. We're gonna try another bluegill. Here comes a bass boat. He'll come in here 800 miles an hour. He'll fish back here about 2 minutes and he'll leave. Oh shoot, oh shoot. That float just went under. It just went under. It's gone. It's staying under. He's swimming towards the boat. There we go. Woo! Looks like another old blue cat. Yeah, old blue cat. Chewing up all my bluegills, man. Something's on that live bluegill. He worked hard for it. I'll give him that bluegill. Woo! There we go. Let's go drag some baits, do something different. Ain't no wind right here, but when I get out there, it's ripping. So we're gonna start shallow and drag out because the wind is going this direction. I'm trying to get a can of beanie weenies out of my box here, and I'm missing these fish I'm getting. I don't even know I got this bite on. Don't let your beanie weenies keep you from catching catfish. Gotta keep an eye on them rods. There's another one right there, I believe. Yeah, there's another one right there. These fish are running real shallow. Woo! I can't even open my dag blasted tuna, man. I ain't never gonna get to eat that tuna fish. I mean, I like catching catfish and all, but if it ain't a 100-pounder, I don't want it to interrupt my lunch. See, there I grabbed something to eat, and they starting up on me already. I'm glad he came off. No, he didn't come off. I'm gonna finish this first anyhow. Woo! Woo! All right, y'all, I came back in here. Too much wind, man. That's why I'm not on the main river. Way too much wind out there. So I'm just gonna make a couple drags through this little shallow area, and I'm gonna have to call it a day. Every time I come out, man, the wind's just where you can't do nothing, seems like. Every time I fish. Most of the action is shallow anyway right now. Who knows, there could be a big old fish laid up in this 3 or 4 foot of water here. It's the only place I can get out of the wind. Can't even operate the trolling motor out there. It just blows you up on the bank. We're in 3 foot right now. Hottest bite seems to be from 3 foot to about 8 foot. That first place I was anchored this morning was an 8 foot. I was hoping for a flathead on them bluegills, but the blue cats wouldn't leave me alone. Woo! 3 foot of water. Woo! The hot springtime bite in Tennessee. Fish after fish after fish. I'd like to see a big fish, but those come when they do, I guess. Woo! All right, people, I left that place. I couldn't really talk in the camera because of the wind, and I looked at my graph and it was blowing my boat across the lake at over 2 miles an hour. And that's just too fast to be dragging. You know, I'd already anchored once. They were biting either way, whether I anchored or I drifted. Now, there were no big fish. The water level, you could see where it had come down at least a foot, probably in the last day or so. It rained a lot a couple of weeks ago and it got high, and they're dropping it out. That will, you know, kind of slow things down a bit, but I still caught plenty of fish. I mean, it's that time of year. Just couldn't get the wind to cooperate today. I'm headed up to Fort Loudon Dam. I still got plenty of daylight left, and I'm going to load up on skipjack for the next trip. So the audio was bad, so I didn't say much. I just kept reeling in them fish. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.